Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, a Bald Explorer, and I'm out on another stroll on a beautiful sunny April day here at Sullington. I'm starting my walk at Sullington Farm, which is just behind me by the church. It's so lovely that I just wanted to get up on the downs and see if we can get some wonderful views. So I've been to Sullington many times before, you would have seen those videos, and I've just met a chap called Roger who apparently he has done some jamming with the lovely Julia on her mandolin, and they have met up locally in a club or something, along with a chap called Jeremy, and he just said I'm the reason he was here having a walk around because he'd seen one of my previous videos here. So it's so good to know that the videos are encouraging people to get out and explore. So my aim is to climb up onto the South Downs. I'm on the north face of them. Sullington's near Storrington, just off the A24, north of Worthing in West Sussex. I think that might just about pinpoint it. Let's hope so. And we're going to go southwards up the north side of the Downs and then in a loop and back down again. So let's go. I always like to take, if I can, the lesser trod path. And on the OS maps, you can follow the green dotted footline which shows you where the footpaths are. But there is this little stretch of farm track, I suppose, that takes you to the beginning of a footpath that doesn't technically, I guess, do this little track, but I've done it. I just went past some cyclists actually, so it clearly is okay to do it. Sullington is such a lovely farm, I'm sure that A, it's okay, and B, they expect people to do it, but it's not actually marked, which is interesting. Now I'm going to start winding my way up the top to the Downs, so this is where I need to be fit. Cows. I'm not keen on cows. I am not keen on cows. There have been some terrible accidents fairly recently, and I know people who've had issues with them. But I'm hoping that the cows with their young calves are going to be in the field and not on the path. So we should be all right. Well, my apprehension, A, about using the path was completely unnecessary, and also, so far, about the cows and their calves are very placid, and as long as you don't go and interrupt them, how wonderful, beautiful sight. Oh, I can tell you, it's good work climbing up the hill. Just a moment's rest. I don't normally rest, but we've got the view behind me here, which is fantastic, and just either side of me, you can't see, but there are the other more fully grown up cows. I keep promising myself that I will buy a long lens for this new camera that I'm using. I have two professional cameras, shall we say, and this one has better stabilization when you're not using the gimbal, so it's more portable, but I need a long lens, so I've got to bite the bullet. It's quite expensive, but you know, those calves were just so sweet, and I wish I'd got some nice big close-ups. But anyway, we're going to wind our way up and get up onto the South Downs way, and then we'll truck along there a little bit, and then we'll come down, but hopefully we'll get some more views for you. the cows are slowly making their way up the hill as well. Bit worrying for an old nervy bloke like me. Seeing the calves out there reminds me, of course, we're in spring. Spring's a fascinating time, absolutely brilliant time, of course. Everything's bursting into life. The migratory birds are coming from places like North Africa to come here for the early food. Birds, and I think ducks, are migrating further north because they don't want the warm. They don't want it too warm, they prefer the cold. Each of them having their preferred habitats and food supplies, of course. And naturally, badgers, rodents, hares, rabbits, all these sort of animals of the downs and our native animals are all procreating, bringing up their youngsters now in the hope that they will go forward and have a fantastic year. Of course, it's a very dodgy time because we're still in April, it's sort of coming up to the middle of April here as I film, and of course you can still get cold snaps which could kill off the insects, could wither up early plants, and food supplies can dry up. So it is a bit of the survival of the fittest. Who's going to get through the next 4 to 6 weeks, I suppose, is a crucial time. Right, well, I'm very much at the top now, and then this path will join the South Downs Way, which I've already seen is busy, as you would expect, of course, on a beautiful sunny Sunday as I come out filming. And behind me in the distance there's a brown, you probably can't see it, and that's why I need the long lens to zoom in on him. There is a brown cow that has been surreptitiously following me up and giving me slight nerves. I mean, it's not going to do anything, I know that really, but can't help being somewhat nervous. I'm such a wimp, but hey, that's me. So get up onto the South Downs Way and go along a little bit westwards and then make my way back. In the meantime, some glorious, stunning views looking northwards and eastwards, I suppose, northeast behind me. Well, I'm on the South Downs Way, very busy, lots of people. I'm trying to not film when people are there, they don't always want to be in my shots, of course, and one has to try and, you know, give people the respect of keeping their anonymity and all of that. So I've got to put my foot down a little bit here now. With all the filming malarkey, it takes a little bit of time because I'm meeting the lovely Julia at the end of my walk back in Sullington. She's been meeting some people outside, of course, and I said, oh, I'll meet you there. So the next point is to go through Chantry Point, which is when I then head back down and weave round towards where the Sullington farm is. So we're halfway through the journey, which is fantastic. So beautiful, so lovely. So this is Chantry Point, takes you up from Storrington. It's lovely up here. This is where I did a recent video where I was looking at my van and all the various bits and pieces in the van. quite busy. Oh, look at that, eh? Isn't that amazing? The next bit takes me down this lane, which winds down, as I say, down to Storrington, and then I shall cut across. I just met a little lady coming up the other way, and she said, "I know you. You're that bald-headed explorer." I said, "Yes, I'm just filming a piece where I walk past the camera," so I didn't have much time to talk. Right, I must get my skates on. Just coming down this hillside on the road, as I said, and going through a beautiful avenue of ash trees, I think, with all the bird song around. So it's a real mixed bag, this walk. It's been absolutely lovely. And going to come down to a place called, I think it's Waterfall Cottage, and that's when I turn across. But fantastic seeing all the leaves of the alder here coming into fruition, and actually very much in situ now. So it won't be long before we get the elder flowers, and can think about making some elderflower wine or cordial. And I assume this is still hawthorn, although no, not hawthorn, blackthorn. Yeah, this is still blackthorn. The leaves are different to hawthorn. But it won't be long until hawthorn comes out as we start getting towards May. And there'll be more of this wonderful white blossom. It'll be fantastic. Just before I come on to the next bit, I had to go through this field of cows. There's actually one right there next to me. He seems placid enough. But that was a bit of a worry. Well, the farm is up ahead now. I've gone past the farm. I've gone past the Waterfall Cottage. You saw that through the cows. Up a little load of trees, little woodland area. Big, vast bit here behind me. You can see more or less where I've gone up on the downs and round. And that's the farm. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it interesting and enjoyable. Do try it out if you're ever this way. It's a fantastic walk, good for the lungs and the legs. Anyway, that's it from me. Don't forget to follow, like and subscribe. Become a patron, support what I do. I'll bring you more of these walks. And until next time, time for a cup of tea, I think. Bye-bye, bye-bye.